And welcome to Racing League Hub C2 around the circuit that everyone knows and loves of Spa. Been around since around the 1920s and it's still thriving as ever, as today we've got these Formula 1 cars of 2019 flying around at over 200 miles an hour as usual around every single track. But today, once again, I'm joined by QVR Verstappen, but for the last time. So, QVR Verstappen, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling quite ready for this one. Just waiting to actually put in a good show, good commentating and good broadcast for this last time for me. So the Alphas are basically at the end of their out laps. Might want to ride on board with Sparholt coming to Blanchimont then.
Well, yeah, Sparholt, one of our much faster racers, as we've already seen. He's capable of winning races, capable of getting on that podium. So why don't we ride on board a lap with him, with obviously Verstappen taking on board the commentary for this time round then, as he flies up towards turn number 1.
Yeah, and turn 1 is difficult. Hairpin Source down into second, maybe even first gear for Sparholt. Back up the third to short shift out of that turn 1 and riding up towards Arus and Radion down into this 320 kilometers an hour going up the hill. It's quite easy flat these days. DRS opens up and there he goes down towards Lecom, and he's coming up and brakes around the 100 meter board a bit later. Third gear down into the second bit, and fourth is a bit of oversteer on the entry then, and down into reverse he comes into second gear, and he wants a short shift back up to actually get the traction down easily down into the no-name corner, and it's quite an easy one. And now down into Perron, difficult one, rides the curb on the entry, shoves it in. Yeah, just don't touch the second part of that curve down in telephone. Yeah, this right left chicane, fourth gear he holds, fifth up into here, down into Stavelon, and you want to ride the green curb there a bit, go wide on the exits, and it looks to be on a decent lap bar. Holds as Bosmos has retired from the session, coming up to Blanchimont, of course, easy flat here. 18 cars nowadays. As you see, 325 kilometers an hour through that corner down into the bus stop we go, braking at the 100 meter board once again. Second gear and first for the second bit, and exiting as Jerome has set the fast lap, but I think Sparholt will break that. Yes, he will, by 143.278. Good lap from the Alpha driver.
Yeah, just put it into perspective for you guys out here. So C1 drivers last night were getting into the 42s. Pole was a 42.3, as Chill set a 43.4, but the average for C1 last night was about a 42.9, a 43 dead. So getting within 2/10 of that is a pretty good showing from the Alpha driver immediately. But these guys at the moment, as Lord Everton has left the session, being pretty good at the moment. But I've heard Scopefielder from some sources in C2 that he is on for maybe a sub 43 second lap then. So he looks like he's getting
a really good lap time.
Yeah, look at this. He's getting a bit of a tow actually from QVR Jill here. So a bit of teammate tactics down towards I've completely forgot the chicane name.
Lecom.
Lecom, that's the one. As they come through towards Lecom and down towards Rivage. Probably personally the hardest corner to really correct on this track. Make sure it's all right before we ride down towards the no-name corner. So Scopefielder has picked up, I believe, the most amount of wins this season, even though coming in late into the championship, flying through now, and I don't see why he could not go on pole. Let's have a look through the next few corners then towards the end of Sector 2. He doesn't really get that corner perfect. He's not going to be able to use all the runoff through the next one as a bit of a compromise entry. Let's have a look at his lap time through the middle sector to 16.0. Not really sure how that compares, as that's his first lap, but still flying up through the gears towards Blanchimont he goes then. Will he, as Lord Effin does join the session, he's going to obviously take this flat, definitely flatten these cars with all this aerodynamic kind of stuff. Then coming down towards the bus stop, will he be riding the curbs? he does ride them quite a lot actually. He's going to take caution for the final corner up to line there. It's not going to be an amazing lap, to be fair. It's going to be a 44-1. Looks like he's lost some time somewhere.
Yeah, it does look like that as Donkey Dan goes up into P3 with a 43.693. That's 4 tenths behind Sparhold so far. I'm just looking for anyone on the lap. I think Invisible is fairly close.
Yeah, both of them are on laps as well. Along Black Mamba is on a out lap, I do believe. No, he's on an in lap actually, I think.
Yeah. Invisible coming up to the bus stop chicane quite shortly, then down into here. Second gear once again. Doesn't really ride the curb. And lets the car slide out a bit on the exits. Goes up the line in a 143.8, puts him up into P7.
Let's ride on board as well with Walshabert then. He's on the soft compound tyre, as everyone else has been as well. But where can he go? We've had some inconsistent qualifiers from him, but would it be one to boast about or not? He goes P5 with a 43.7, just ahead of Black Mamba in P6 there. But not a bad lap from him either. So other people who haven't set laps yet, Wesley, who's a big shout to set a very good lap, of, and Cowboy Key setting a lap on the medium compound tyre or whatever's happening there for the Racing Point driver. I'm not really sure. He's going to go and set the lap. Don't know if it's a banker or something from the 14-year driver, because this isn't a quick one, or maybe he's going again as yeah, he definitely is, because his EOS is basically at full percentage.
Yeah, it was quite an odd strategy, as quite known to be a soft medium track. Medium's almost last in the whole race as well already. So as Cowboy Key, quite some oversteer on ready on there.
Yeah, that was almost a Kevin Magnussen kind of moment there, whereas other people on laps, Wesley and Cotton Eye Joe coming through the middle sector. Prince Keller also on a lap. He's just started his right now. It's Invisible. He's just coming through. I can just see Lord Elephant on an out lap as well, and also Walshabert as well. But the next person really to cross the line will be Cotton Eye Joe. Meanwhile, Verstappen, could you just give us a little bit of an update on standings, if that's okay?
Will do. It's still QVR Chill in the lead of the championship, 114 points, and that's 22 ahead of Wesley. He's on 92. Then we have Sparhold in third place on 87. Scopefielder in fourth on 85, and there's a few drivers, including the two McLarens of Invisible, Prince Killer, Tankade, Black Mamba, and Wolfsburg Royal, and Lord Elephant as well. Actually, they're on the top 10 still, so it's quite close. And if anyone has a really good run, they can still compete for the championship.
Yeah, it's very open at the moment, as we still see people getting up to the line. Then, as RLH Wesley with the next person really to set a good lap round here. We know he can get it on the front row. We know he's capable of doing well here. I think he's just got a bit of a toe into Blanchimont. As round the final few corners, the Toro driver goes. What lap time will it be? Be a 44-1. So him and Schofield are not having good laps at the moment. So Will Prince going to be able to apply with something a bit better?
Let's see, coming up to Blanchimont. As said, easy flats, and it looks to be coming up to the bus stop. You can make or break your lap into the chicane.
He's got no EOS left, just to point that out, so he's going to be really, it's going to be hard for him up to line, getting that top speed, but still he goes P3, only three tenths off of pole then, so really showing Sparhole how good of a lap that was.
Yeah, but Prince Killer's not bad of a lap, P3 quite decent. It's Conrad Joe's, no, that's his teammate actually, AJ. I think he's just starting a lap. Just looking through.
So the next person could be Lord Elephant actually. Yeah, it would be Lord Elephant, the next person.
Yeah.
So we've seen a mixed bag from him. I don't know how much he's been practicing. Oh, is he really lose it out of? I have no clue how to pronounce that corner name, so I'm not even going to try. And towards Blanchimont we go, and so I feel like this lap may be a bit void for Lord Elephant.
Sparl though,
he's still going for it.
Lap.
Oh, okay. Can he improve? How's his Sextus been?
I think it was quite good. I think I saw a glimpse of the purple sector, so might be on a good one coming down into the bus stop. Let's see what he can do across the line. He goes, Sparhold, and a 143.5 0.18 and improves by 2.5 tenths.
How's he as quick
Great
as me
lap.
then? I don't like how quickly Sparholt's improving, and we need to see these top guys really improving. So, Chill obviously, Chill being
by 2
one,
tenths.
or yeah, Chill obviously being one up there who has been improving, but we need to see good laps from Wesley, Scopefielder, and also likes of 10K. Invisible, we can put on the show at times. So you got P2 in Hungary, remember? What is that do? He's not really shown anything since his opening race.
Not really. He's always had good pace, but it's difficult for him to actually grab the points for now. I don't think anyone near the end of their laps currently. Donkey Dan is on a flyer, but he's coming around to pull on. It's probably the most technical, most ballsy corner if you actually have the, well, to be set the balls for it, basically, to actually throw it in there, down into Lithuania. Late apex is always quite nice here, and early for the second parts, let it run out wide down into Stavolo, into first gear. Doesn't abuse the track as much as others I've seen them, 2.5 tenths up. It seems to be on a good lap then. Down into Blanchimont, he lives his eras in mode 5. Coming down at Blanchimont, easy flat. Look at that. And down into the bus stop, 100 meter braking sign there. And should be a good lap time from the Red Bull driver. It looks very clean so far. 143.3. And that's only 300ths of a second behind QPR Chill. Good lap from the Red Bull driver.
Yeah, not too bad at all. 400s behind, but you know, no one cares about maths. We're in lockdown, for goodness sake. But let's have a look at Invisible, who's on a lap as well there. And I didn't really see his last sector there. He doesn't look very fast as he's only in EOS mode 1. So it looks like he's heading straight back into the pits there.
Scopefield just went up into P4, just behind Donkey Dan once again. And I was actually right, it is 300ths difference between Donkey Dan and Chill. So,
hey. Oh, I can't read, never mind.
Lovely.
I just look like an absolute idiot. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the room. Do you want to just keep? I'll see you guys in the future. Yeah. All right. See ya. I'm an idiot. Hi guys.
Anyways, it's back. It's outing his frustrations, his disability of maths. Let's see.
I can't read. That's the problem. I thought it was like 335, but no.
That would have been 500, so I don't know how you get it.
I don't know. Can we just forget
Anyways.
that ever came out of my mouth then?
Sure.
But anyway, we're coming to the last kind of laps now, as the likes of Cotton Eye Joe is on a lap, Donkey Dan and also Scopefielder won't be on laps. They may get another lap in, but it'll be very close.
Yeah, I think they can just about make the pits once again, so anyways, I think Cotton Eye Joe's really the only one on lap here, so might as well ride on board with him. Shall we?
Yeah, why not? So down into the famous Pilgrim corner, taking it quite aggressively actually, coming down towards Lithuania, as you've been calling it. It looks like not a bad lap so far. He's keeping his car well under control through the chicane and down towards Stavolo. If he can get this right, he could get himself a top 10 position here. At the moment on a 44.5, he's up by a 10th. It won't really gain him a position at the moment, but maybe this last
time in the last sector.
Exactly.
Let's see, up to Blanchimont. Comes down, doesn't abuse the track on the exit there, and he backs off a bit, it looks like, so gets into the pits there.
So that's the end of his session.
Yeah.
Lord Elephant starting his lap now, as loads of people are starting their laps. I can see a whole little train coming on here with a Renault giving, AJ giving a perfect slipstream to a certain 10k, but 10k's on an outlap, so it doesn't really matter. AJ's on an outlap as well. So both of them, I'm just talking absolute. Oh, I don't know.
Anyways,
I've lost my head today.
Lord Elephant's on the on the straight now, and he gets a bit of a tow, actually quite a bit of a tow from Wolfsburg, and that gains him about 8 kilometers an hour mutual, and he's 5 tenths up.
So that's been a perfect first sector for Lord there, 29.7. So a projected, if he could get this lap perfect, about a 42.7. But
as Prince Killer goes on to P3, I just seen.
Yeah,
8,000 behind Chill. So that's all really close still.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going for another lap, so that will be his last lap of the session. What can Izzat do, by the way? Izzat will be the next person to cross. So he's 3 tenths up, so that should get him at least P6. So this could be a lap to really show what he's got here. He's using all of his ERS. He's got literally no fuel left in the bank. Then down towards the final 2 corners. Izzat goes then, rides over the curb, goes down into first gear for those 2 chicanes there. Maybe losing a bit of speed there, but up to line, Izzat goes P6 as expected with a 43.4. Very close grid at the moment.
Wesley takes that P6 by 1,000th of a second.
Oh wow, Jesus.
That's a really good lap.
Where's he having a good quality there? I'm just having a look at 10k. He's about to start a lap, followed by that's Sparhole about to start his lap then. And then just behind that we do have that's Catboy Keys, who's just retired in the pits, I do believe. Lord
Elephant jumps up to 14th, so decent lap time, but he'll not be really happy. He might go on another one, not too sure.
Yeah, everyone's just coming through to start their laps now. I'm just having a look. Is that Donkey Dan? Yeah, that's Donkey Dan starting a lap. Followed by, is that QVR? No, that's not QVR. That's Scopefielder. Now, everyone who is coming around is basically on a lap now. So at the start of this train is, well, it'll be AJ if it's not. Yeah, it would be AJ.
Yeah.
So I don't think RLH Wesley's on our lap. No, he's not. So AJ will be the first person to cross the line. Who will follow him? So just behind him we do have, is that Donkey Dan or is it 10k? I think it's 10k just behind. 10k at the moment, down in P12.
Quite weirdly, I've just been noticing AJ is just using 2 and 3 ERS as ERS modes, so that's quite strange.
Yeah, not really putting it up into hot lap, which is a bit confusing.
Just into overtake, but he has a good sector there, 2.5 tenths up, so let's see what he can do.
So that should get him probably maybe to hop up maybe into P6, beating out RLH Wesley there, but we'll have to see. Those 2 ahead, Izzat and Wesley, will not be setting laps, so this will be uncompeted really if he can get those P6. AJ coming through the final few corners now, not using all his EOS, which you commented about, but up to the line then. AJ comes, it's going to be a 43, but what's it going to be? A 43.4, gets in that P6, and then just behind we do have 10k, who's going to come outside and stay P12. Just behind
Invisible
that,
next.
Invisible up to like P9, and then behind that it's a rush now as Walshabert is up to line, gets himself P9. Just behind that we have Lord Elephant, and he goes into the pits. Then we got Jerome up to line, he comes. And that's going to be
improvement.
No improvement there. Black Mamba goes up.
P7.
Is that QVR Chill? No, that's not. That's Scopefielder. Up to line goes Pole. Very good lap there. 42.9. Someone breaches the 42 boundaries. Now will be the last person to finish their lap then. So Scopefielder will have it on pole by, let me get my maths here right. 4,000. No, 400ths of a second, not 4,000. 400ths of a second.
Good job. Also good job by Scofield and also by Sparholt. They're very close there. And in behind, once again, longest track of the calendar, and still 9 drivers within 4 tenths. So that's quite impressive once again.
And then going from let's say from 3rd to 10th, separated by 2 tenths. That's not bad at all.
Definitely not.
2 tenths being this. It's not even that actually, it's more that.
Yeah.
That is what separates 7 drivers, which I think is just ridiculous. But guys, your qualifying results are as above. Scopefielder sets the pole lap time, getting into the 42 to 42.979. That would have actually beaten me. So P2, Sparhole, very good lap there. Obviously leading most of the session. P3 is Chill. Then it goes Prince, Donkey, Dan, AJ, Black Mamba, Wesley, Izzat, Walshamber is Invisible, 10k Jerome, Lord Elephant, Cotton Eye Joe, PMP, Catboy, Key, And to finish the grid will be Bosmots, who did not set a time because he binned it like Kevin Magnussen.
That's yeah. He'll be at the back of the grid with Let's Get Fiscal as he joined the session during qualifying.
Oh,
so
lovely.
we'll have 18 drivers on the grid starting that race here in Spa.
So surely, if it lives up to its name, Spa-Holt should be pretty good around here.
It does look like that. Yeah.
Big up Spa and the Spa-Holt, but yeah, I don't, who knows? But Spa-Holt will have a good run up towards Les Combes actually. Obviously, getting that slipstream down down towards.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he jumps Schofield off the start, so let's see how that goes on into La Source. It's quite known to be a tricky corner to actually start and go at about 15 to 20 cars into, all bunched up. So let's see and hope we keep it clean here.
Yeah, that'll be the main thing, just keeping it clean. As within a few laps in C1, there was a few incidents already, getting a few VSCs out. No safety cars though, so I don't know why everyone's bragging about bloody safety cars all the time. But so guys, who do we think is going to win then? Let's have a look at tyres while we're at it. If you leave down in the comments who you think is going to win, that would be lovely to give us a little bit of debate to talk about. Someone's on the Let's Get Fiscal using the hards, right?
That's quite a strange thing.
When we talk about bold strategical calls and Let's Get Fiscal being one of them, I don't think that was what we were expecting.
I don't think there is. For the rest, just Jerome, Lord Elephant, Conrad Joe, Gapwaiki and Bosmots on the softs, and Invisible and 10K gambling on the mediums. If they can stay with that pack, who knows what they can do in the last couple laps.
Yeah, so basically
on the softs.
Yeah, so basically these two guys are gambling that there's going to be no safety car. Is
or a late one.
Or yeah, exactly.
So they'll hope that it all stays clean in the first part of the race.
Yeah, exactly. Just to let you guys know, the viewers know, because obviously some of you may not be F1 veterans. In Spa, you don't use the hards. you just don't. Not even if you get damaged like one, you go mediums. Mediums go to the end.
Yeah, that's.
Granted, your tyres will be dead. They will go, and they'll be much quicker. The hards have no grip.
They really don't, do they? But yeah, Let's Get Fiscal somehow gambles on it, and who knows what he can do.
I guarantee he's going to show us real up now. He's just going to go and get himself like points or something.
I mean, it's not impossible. If he keeps it on track, and maybe a safety car in his advantage at the end. Who knows?
We can't call anyone out of this, to be fair. The top 6, I feel like will be a pack. Wesley will be coming through. We know that.
Yeah, Wesley's
Mr.
usually
Consistent.
one. Yeah, it's usually one to make moves out on track, so maybe he can get through.
Invisible as well. Obviously, we know he does have race pace at tyres, but he can be quite inconsistent. So let's see. Obviously on new tyres, but will be on the medium. So it will be interesting to see how he can do.
Yeah, definitely, and same with Tankates, who at times really has the pace to compete with the top guys. So, anyways, you have Schofielder and Sparrow now lining up towards their grid positions.
Hungary in the past, lots of these drivers will be reminiscing. Hungary is something to forget, but obviously the likes of Schofielder will be very happy about their results. Will they be able to carry it on into Spa? As the green light is shown, and we're now getting ready for the start of this race. Schofielder on pole, Spa-Holt in second, followed by his teammate, Schofielder's teammate in P3 then, as we wait for the lights. He goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights at Spa, and it's lights out and away we go down towards turn number 1, La Source. And it's already been a good start from Schofielder down there. We can see some people dive bombing in the back of the screen as we see Black Mamba going very deep into the corner. No real damage at the moment we can see flying off any of the cars, but Lord Effort running very wide out up towards Eau Rouge. We see some side-by-side action at the back of the grid, but now up at the top we go then, and everyone keeps it quite clean. We see someone...
Ooh, and a bit of trouble there coming up Radion, but Sparrows on the back of QVR Chill down to Lecombe. Can he make this one stick? Has a bit of a look. Stays behind the Williams driver, and it's a Williams 1-2.
Oh,
further down the grid.
Yeah, big action there. Oh, let's Wesley picking up.
Yeah, he's picked up a penalty there, so that's not great for him.
I have a feeling that was, well, it's going to be a stop-go penalty, which is really going to annoy Wesley. As someone goes down the inside of him, that's 10K actually, on the median, trying to go around the outside, but Wesley's going to cut off. We got yellow flags in behind. Looks like that's for Invisible and Cowboy King. Yes, they're both round out of Rivage there.
Sparrold has regained second position, so I think he's done it out of the no-name corner. That's a good job from the Alpha driver, but Schofield has a second gap. In behind we have Izzat and Walsterbird going side by side. Walsterbird gained that position to go up into P10.
Lord Effin also.
Yeah, getting past.
Oh, look at that, no! And also Jerome. Exactly, so compromising. Oh, that's someone. Oh, no, two people out. Oh, Conrad Joe. Well. Sure. How's that not a safety car? How is that not a safety car?
I don't have a clue. And what's happened to Prince Killer? He's off at Blanchimont.
Where?
Blanchimont is just
oh wow.
Just gone off there. Sparls into the pits.
Early calls.
Does he have wing damage or does he go to the end?
Surely this may be a very bold strategy call.
Let's see if he changes his wing. That's gonna be as the virtual safety car now ended.
No wing. Yeah, no wing.
No wing. So that's a bold strategy call.
He's not the only one. Izzat's on as well. So is Bosmots. They're all going onto those mediums and they can go to the end of the race. So these guys made the most bold strategy calls. That's AJ. No safety car, it doesn't look like. Is he off there?
As Donkey Down is onto the back of Chill. No move down into Lecombe.
So now it's all the charge of the Williams to try. They know Sparholt's pitted, so they just need to push. And whenever they pit, they just hope that Sparholt doesn't get into any traffic, because traffic was the thing at Hungary, but this track's quite long and the pit lane's quite long as well. So Sparholt not really in any big trouble at the moment with people coming out of the pits then. So Sparholt has really benefited from that, but can he make his tyres last?
Yeah, that's gonna be the question. I think it should be possible as Stenkate's off now at Pouan. It's already caught this magnificent track. It's causing a lot of victims already. You can see a lot of dangerous curbs and.
Let's get fiscal up into P9.
Oh, you'll love to see it.
On the hard. Thank you everyone for watching, by the way. We've got 11 viewers. Hope you're really enjoying the class.
Yeah, Prince Killer's having a bit of issues in front. As I think he just went a bit wide out of Staffordor.
And Nick is making some very bold calls on who he thinks is going to win the race then. He's putting Mamba P1. Mamba's having a great start actually, up to P4. Second Wesley and third Lord.
And look at that, Mamba setting the fast lap of the race.
Some good pace from the Mercedes driver. Now he's on the DRS of Donkey Dan as well then. Mamba really does have some pace around here. And look at that. How is Lord in P6? This shows how already this race has just gone balls up. It's completely gone.
So Donkey Dan on the back of Chill and gets past into, well, even before Lecombe. And Black Mamba will just stick him behind. He has his ears turned down as Tankate. And that's not a virtual safety car.
Where are the safety cars? I cannot find one.
It's just the virtuals. For now, at least.
Well, this is
that's the fourth retirement already in this race. And I think we had a bold call that Chill sets, I think, 15 drives by the end of lap 1 we still have remaining. Well, he's not far off, even though it's lap 3, but he really isn't far off.
Well, one thing this is just going to do, this is going to save Sparholt's tyres on his push. If he can get the deltas, if he can get the delta right as well, he's going to be absolutely loving life as just as we wait for the lights to go green. Then who's got the closest gap? It will be Donkey Dan, Chill, Black Mamba. That little battle there will really get feisty up towards La Source, maybe even bus stop chicane then. As there you go, green flags are for the drivers, and it looks like
look at Donkey Dan.
They've all flown.
Gained a massive amount of time.
They've all flown away. it was 3:10, so now it's 1.4 seconds. QVR Chill and also Black Mamba, they've both misjudged it so wrong.
Now look at Jerome on the back of Lord Elephant now for P6.
The two Dutchies.
Is he going to try anything down into the bus stop? Has a bit of a look, but stays behind here. So get the DRS up into Los Orston. I think Lord Elephant has the better exit, and Jerome won't be anywhere near the Ferrari driver up into Los Orston.
Black Mamba could be the next driver on a charge though. Only 6 tenths behind QVR Chill, and Chill does not have DRS assistance from Donkey down ahead. Dan's gone off into the distance. Chill's had a bad Eau Rouge Radion complex, so surely this will be Black Mamba up into P3 from, I don't even know where he starts on the grid, I think P7, but already the Mercedes driver up towards Lake Com then, and Black Mamba in P3 with a fastest first sector.
Yeah, he gets fast, and that DRS will help him with that fastest first sector, of course. But yeah, he started in P7 and had a massive run already, and that's the same goes basically for Donkey down.
Half the grid.
Half the grid, and then half the grid is down the order, so it's basically mixed up.
Exactly, with Lord Elephant really gaining out of this as Jerome tries to catch him down. Lord gaining 8 positions out of all this, and let's get Fiscal even more with 9, but he's getting tracked down by Sparholt by the second.
Yeah, and Sparholt is really looking to be on the charge here. A few on-track battles, but I think Sparholt might be the next one. Actually, Chill doesn't look to be far away from Black Mamba. Black Mamba having a better exit out of Savalos. Chill goes wide there.
Yeah, I just need to have a look at this Jerome Lord Elephant battle. They both have good exits out of that corner then. Let's have a look at Sparholt. This will surely be a move potentially up, and even before the bus stop GK. Look at the exit.
Is he gonna dare?
Surely he's not gonna do a Max Verstappen-esque move, or is he gonna wait? Is he gonna go? He's gonna go for it. Oh, he's gonna dive out of that one as he doesn't want to ruin it. But he's not really caught Fiscal in the best place possible, as he's gonna have to wait most probably until
the source. Actually, he'll probably be able to.
Sure, it's going to be a very diving move if he's going to do that. Oh, he's looking for it. So down towards turn number 1 then. He's going to stay out of it for now. But then down towards Eau Rouge Radion and then towards Lake Com. Surely this will be an easy move for the Alpha driver.
He can certainly try something, as he'll probably have to bit of a run up here. Yes, he will. Look at that gaining speed. I think around the outside here. And he should be passed easily there. Yes, yes.
That's what he needed, just quick and easy move without really any fight. And just behind,
Yellows.
Oh actually, we've got yellows.
It's Chill.
It's Chill round.
Into the wall.
Not been the best day for Chill so far, he's having to wait up. Oh,
I'm a bit confused on that, or where he's lost that. He was in a weird place in the wall.
Surely he's hit the gravel on the outside and just tried to full throttle it.
Probably, yeah.
As look at that, Izzat will be surely trying to get past.
Yes, the inside there. He's gonna try it. Looks to be side by side, but gets past.
Invisible
and
as well.
Looking in behind.
Surely Chill's going to give this up, as he's going to try and hold on through the next few corners. Through Lafania he goes, and towards Davilo. Chill still ahead, and this is just going to compromise Invisible just a ton here, as he's not going to have a lot of grip at all. And surely we've got yellow flags for Catboy Key.
And there's a virtual safety car once again.
He's got front wing damage to his Catboy Key. So
and there might be someone opted into pit, and yes there is. Lord Elephant and Girona are now into the pits.
I wonder where.
And Prince Killer as well.
Oh yeah, but he's got a seeding track limits penalty. How's he done that?
That's the bus stop glitch there. That's quite an unfortunate one.
Lord Elephant gets held up by Prince Killer leaving the pits there. So Sparhole. Where's Jerome actually? Jerome exits the pits.
Just
so
out of Lord Elephant.
Yeah, both Alphas really benefiting from virtual safety cars. We're only 6 laps in. And I think this grid's going to be so mixed up. It's going to be ridiculous.
Yes, Catboy Key gets a penalty there. Lord Elephant is pushing to get Jerome up to speed, basically. Yeah, Sparl looking to be in a really good position here. And as the virtual safety car is now gone away. And no really on-track battle. Still, Lord Elephant and Jerome quite close here. In,
yellows once again. Cowboy Key.
That's Cowboy Key. Yeah.
What's happening there?
So slow.
He's got no front wing. That's the problem.
That is a massive problem.
He's just begging for a. Oh, surely that's going to be in the wall. Oh, God, that's close. So the racing point was just trying to get it back to the pits and hope for a full course safety car as he comes through and towards those pits. Then, oh God, he's really trying to full throttle into the pits without a front wing. Surely that's not a good idea then. But anyways.
Doesn't look like any on-track battles really at the moment.
Lord will be trying to close up to Jerome. Obviously, that was an exchange. Actually, no, it wasn't an exchange in the pits, but
it was actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Jerome, Lord Elephant got held up by was it? I think
Prince.
Yeah, Prince Killer. So he lost time and Jerome jumped him in the pits by that.
So Lord won't be happy about that one, and will be trying to get his position back there as they come down into the bus stop now. A little handy train just with the two Hasses as Let's Get Fiscal somehow riding up. Probably got a nosebleed up now up in P6 as he may give Izzat a bit of a push, bit of a slipstream through the next few laps or so as Izzat tries to close up, and then Invisible as well. 2 seconds behind. Will he be able to close quite soon or not? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves. But at the moment, everyone pretty separated down towards La Source we go with Sparhole. Sparhole obviously probably in the best position right now. Only, let me check, only 15 seconds behind the lead. And I believe a pit stop around here is about 20 seconds. So surely, Sparhole's going to have a magnificent lead.
It looks like it. I think he'll come out a few seconds ahead of Scopefielder when the Williams driver pits, which I think will be quite soon. So Sauce will die off a bit now. So Kappa keeps up a penalty there. And I think he'll be out of the race quite soon as he has spun once again.
It's not been his day, has it? As Sparhole now get past him.
Is that on the back of Let's Get Fiscal down to Livigny? No move there.
When I say...
He might be trying up to the bus if she can.
Yeah, when I say he's going to get past quickly, I didn't expect it this quickly, as through Statlow they go. Let's Get Fiscal running much slower, and saving his EOS as Chill picks up a penalty in 3 seconds. But down in P13 it may not mean a lot, but now down towards Blanchimon, and yeah, is that already past Let's Get Fiscal. Fiscal living the high life right now, just making sure he doesn't get any...
One thing I'm pointing out here, Jerome has some excellent pace. He's catched up to Invisible here. He's got a 2-second gap to Lord Elephant at the moment. He's looking quite good, honestly.
Yeah.
Now, and he still has a decent amount of ERS as well. He's at 48 too there.
That's a fair shout, to be fair. Maybe a bit of...
He gets surprises.
First points of the season. He still hasn't got any points yet, which is pretty shocking, showing how this pace is going. So down towards Orouge Radion. I think Invisible, he won't get DRS either, so surely, as Jerome does pick up a 3-second time penalty, surely he'll get past down towards Lake On then. And there you go.
Yeah, down the inside, I think he should be passed. Yes, he is. And that's P8 for the Alpha driver.
Now next up for him is Let's Get Fiscal, who should be quite an easy move considering how quick Izzat got past. So and also before long we should see the top guys pitting. So I assume within the one
surprised me.
Yeah, next 1-2 laps, surely these guys should be pitting. Or they just hope. Yeah, surely what Scopefield is trying to do is just get the best tyres for the end of the race, because he knows that Sparhole will have basically dead tyres at the end of this race. Scopefield can just hopefully just hop on and have new fresh tyres towards the end and maybe get past him in the last few laps. Does he head into? He doesn't head into the pits. Does Donkey Dan? Yes, he does. Yeah. The Rebel into the pits. Does Black Mamba follow? Yes, he does.
And Wesley stays out. So 2 of the top 4 into the pits, and they'll be going on to the medium tyre. Let's see where they come out. Quite curious about that. I think they might be around. Gonna be close in the train.
Sparhole comes around comes just past him now. He goes through turn 1 as we speak. I want to see the gap here. So Donkey Dan was what, 2 seconds behind Scope?
Yeah, something about that.
Let's have a look at the gap now. It's around. It says 4 on my thing. It's around
Yeah, it will be 5 to 6 seconds.
So it's going to be about 4 seconds to Scope, unless Scope can really pick up some pace in this final lap. It's now his pit. Jess told him that he needs to come into the pit, so surely he's going to be heading in this up. We've got
yellows,
more yellows, Cowboy Key.
Cowboy Key, he's out of session. Will that bring out anything? I wonder.
I'm not sure, but I need to have a look. Chill.
Invisible, down he is.
Oh.
A virtual safety car.
Another one.
I have no clue about how's that happened then. Another virtual safety car.
Just neutralising the field once again. A Scope. This will just help out Schofielder.
If the virtual safety car lost till he gets to the pits.
It helps him out either way, because that means they'll have the same pace as because obviously his tyres surely will be basically dead, and most probably Sparholt's tyres will be quicker. So this won't be bad for him in the slightest.
I am guessing so. Let's see.
So Scope's going to have to push here. Make sure he gets this pit right then. Make sure he gets his delta right. Gap to Sparholt's about 16 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yes. Oh, the virtual safety car ends there, so it won't be great for him. So, does he head into the pits? He is into the pits.
This will be interesting then. How far? I assume Wesley may be heading into the pits. No, he doesn't. Wesley stays out for another lap then. Very peculiar from the Toro Rosso driver here, but Schofielder heads into the pits. Sparholt comes round the final corner now then. So Scope gets his mediums on. Sparholt out of the final corner then. Out of the first corner actually. It's going to be probably closer than we think. Scope now out of the pits. And there he is. So Sparholt does take the lead.
I think Sparholt lost a bit with the VFC as well.
It's only 2 seconds. Like it's only 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And think about it.
Tyres, who knows?
Yes. Tyres 8 laps fresher.
Anyways, in behind, look at the train behind Black Mamba here. We have Black Mamba is at Jerome, Invisible, and then we have Let's Get Fiscal. So it's gonna be quite exciting.
Invisible looks like he's got a bit of dodgy connection at the moment, but all these guys as well just flying through. And I'm feeling it reminisces me of the train last night, Verstappen, that we got ourselves entailed in. As meanwhile, QVR Chill on the back of Bosmont for that last position on the grid. Down towards Lake On then. QVR Chill still. Oh, that was a bit of a push from the Mercedes there, Bosmont. And Chill won't be liking this in the slightest.
Definitely not, and it won't help his championship hope, seeing his rivals basically in the top 3.
Well, yeah,
of course, Wesley having a pit, but still.
Yeah, Wesley not pitting yet, but sorry, I don't know what I was saying there, but oh, Bosmos round, oh god,
and
yeah, you hit the ball.
Yeah, those curves are not nice in the slightest, he said. And Wesley is now into the pits.
No VSC there, I'm surprised.
I mean, it might have already hit the limit at this point. I think there's been 3 or 4. I think 5 is basically the limit at this kind of distance. So,
yeah, alright then. So down into the pits we go, and he's got that 5-second stop go, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He'll lose quite a lot of time by that, and that won't help him in the slightest, of course.
God, you're just saying my phrases now, in the slightest. but anyway, so Wesley now comes out about 4 seconds behind Lord, it seems. Yeah, around that 4-second mark. Obviously on new tyres, Lord picks up a 3-second penalty. How convenient for Wesley there. But looks like Lord is on the back of Fiscal and down towards Lake On there. And that's coming from a very far back place, and basically come from Narnia. And he does get past.
Good move.
Into Lacombe there, and still Let's Get Fiscal is on the back and potentially down towards Ravage. No, he's not. He's going to stay out of that. He knows what battles to fight, and probably not the one. He just wants to stay calm, stay in the points, and prove us all wrong there.
And one thing to keep an eye on, Schofield looks to be closing up a bit to Sparrold. 1.3 seconds is now the gap. He might get into the arrest quite soon.
Oh, yellows is sector 2. That's Chill.
Out. He's out of the session.
And we can't see where that is.
Out of Ravage and into the no-name corner.
So the championship leader is out, and
As
there's a safety car.
And guess who this will help? Let's get Fiscal.
He's just showed us up, hasn't he? He's just completely showed us up.
I probably assume he'll go into the mediums. But what anyone opts and spirals into the pits, which I was gonna say, I think some people might be opting for the softs now.
Surely they can't go that far.
Invisible helps this as well, as he started on those mediums. I expect the softs to actually go that far. As, Wesley has shown, he was P8, he started inside the top 10.
Soft tyres.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah,
no, to be fair,
surprise.
safety car will be out for 3 laps, won't it?
Yeah,
so
and
it'll be absolutely fine.
Considering Wesley has taken old used tires 9 laps from Polly.
Yeah, true.
That's not too much. A fair amount of guys heading into the pits. Is onto the mediums. Lord Elephant onto mediums. Fiscal onto mediums. Invisible onto softs. And Sparrows onto softs.
This just helps out Bosmods a ton after his little incident.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Lord!
You can't be doing that.
Come on!
Second time he's done that. Because the first time you only get a warning.
You're on the safety car, mate. You got nothing to do. It's such a Lord error to make.
It kinda is. Kinda is, honestly.
So, one person who really has shown us all up today is Jerome. He's got some mad pace in that Alpha and now up in P4. Fair play to him.
Yes, Wesley gets a 5-second time penalty there for exceeding track limits.
Right.
That shows how broken this game at times is. We'll have to see. The Sparrows, I'm curious how far he's going to get through the grid here. It's going to be quite a push here, as he needs to get past his teammates and Black Mamba and Donkey Down as well to actually get up to the front in the pack of Schofield once again. So, which he was fighting for the win until that point.
Well, yeah. So, just going through the grid now. Let's just have a look at position changes and all that. So Schofield are obviously staying in that P1. Donkey Down up 3, Black Mamba up 4, Jerome up 9, having a very good race at the moment. But his tyres will be old by the end of everything. Sparhold down 3, but he's on those soft tyres, so he'll be pushing through the grid. Wesley up 2, he'll be obviously pushing as well on those new tyres. Prince kind of down 3, not in a good race at the moment, but hopefully those safety cars really brought him back into things. Izzat, haven't seen much of him this race, just been fighting in that little train. Hopefully he can boost up from this. Invisible likewise has been just stuck with Izzat the whole race. Then Lord, oh, he almost goes into the back of Invisible there. Obviously got quite a few penalties on hand. Then the guy who's just showed us completely up, Let's Go Fiscal, onto the mediums, and will probably once again show us all wrong. And then just behind all that, we do have Bosmods, who's locked out completely with that safety car.
Yeah, and of course a few drivers not been able to finish this track can be quite devastating for some cars and will cost a lot of money for the teams. So yeah, been quite an eventful one. It's the safety car's out now, and of course being 3 laps around here, that's quite a margin, quite a bit of time. I can go through some penalties if you want.
Well, why not? That's probably a good idea actually, as I'll look at the comments on the stream, because there's been quite a few recently. So yeah, why don't you just give us a little penalty update?
So Schofield is completely clean. Donkey Down on 1 warning only. Black Mamba on 2 warnings. Jerome unfortunately on 2 penalties. Sparrows on 2 warnings, so he's got to watch out. Wesley on a 5-second time penalty because of that bit of exceeding track limits. Prince Killer seems to be all clean except 1 warning on lap 1. I don't know if that's for collision. Izzat seems to be on 2 warnings. Invisible on 2 warnings. Lord Elephant is on a 3-second time penalty and a 5-second, so it's basically out of this. Let's Get Fiscal still only on 1 warning.
Yeah,
And Bosmo's on 1 warning.
He's just showed us completely up, hasn't he?
Yeah, with a few penalties up ahead, who knows what he can still do.
He's going to get a podium, isn't he? Just
I wouldn't be surprised even though there's Braid anymore. It's just gotta see how he fights for the field.
Well, surely the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. And then we should all be going green, but obviously the safety car may be an absolute idiot towards us. But Sparrow trying to go past Wesley. What are you doing?
He was already. He
Yeah.
was already past, so
Right.
I think it's just an accident. But the safety car is going to be in this lap. The scope fielder will lead the field up towards the start finish line from now on.
Pardon, what did you say? I wasn't listening.
I was really saying that Scope just was leading the field up into the
lovely.
start finish line, and
I'm very sorry, my mother was just talking to me. But anyway, right then, towards the start, will Schofield go late or will he go early then? Will he just go round towards Blanchimont, or will we just wait it out then? There's nothing really like that. It's just got to be a surprise really from Schofield to get away from Donkey Dan. No DRS for the first 3 laps, and he's going to leave this very late to really go up to speed. He's going to wait basically to the line. I assume out the final corner, he's just going to go for it. He's gone for it out of the final corner. Perfect for Donkey Dan to predict. He's now flying towards La Source. We all go then. Sparhole, will he be trying any moves on Jerome? No, he won't be. I'm just having a look at anyone else. No one really making moves. Sparhole and Jerome actually. As I say that, Sparhole has got past his teammate and down towards Orange and Radion. Doesn't look like Jerome's really making a charge and trying to get past his teammate either. So maybe a bit of team orders, and is that picks up a 3-second time penalty as well in the whole action of things. But now flying down towards Les Combes, then they all go, and everything seems pretty good.
Past Prince. I think Prince had a bit of a nightmare. So 2 McLarens go side by side.
Oh,
and
what's happened to Prince?
This is one of his wheel issues. It looks like to be.
Oh, what a shame. Down to 11 then. It's been brutal today. 7 out of the Grand Prix.
But the remaining 11 are still all very close, of course, due to that safety car. Let's see, Sparrow is very close to the back of Black Mamba, and he'll be trying to get past as soon as possible to profit as much as possible from those softs. And he's going down to left on, yeah, round the outside. Can he make this one stick? That'd be a move and a half. So he goes for the switchback, and he's really pushing Black Mamba through the corners here, down to Savalon. Won't be going for a move here, but might be up towards the bus stop chicane. Let's see if he can get a good run out of those corners. Let's see, he has a bit of a run.
Yeah, here we go then. Obviously, more grip on the soft compound tyres then. Sparhole will get a bit of a slingshot through this corner then, down towards the bus stop. Black Mamba looks to be defending the inside. He's going to make Sparhole go the long way around, braking later. But Black Mamba, good defense up the inside. Sparhole goes surely on exit. He would have got this, but Black Mamba's still there on exit. But Sparhole will have the DRS surely. No, none of them have the DRS up to the line, obviously, because it's the safety car's just finished, hasn't it? But Black Mamba still ahead, as looks like as well Wesley wants to get past Jerome as soon as possible.
It does look like that. Toro's driver basically pushing the Alpha driver through this complex basically. Let's see, can he make a move down into Lacombe? And up ahead we have to keep an eye on Black Mamba as well. I don't think he's gonna go for it, but Wesley might. Around the outside, can he make this one stick? Goes deep on the brakes.
Beautiful
he makes
move.
It stick.
Beautiful move for the Taurus driver there to get past Jerome. Is that
picking up another time penalty? That's quite. He's got one on the safety car restart as well, so that's quite. Should be seeing
a few moves from Invisible in the next few laps. Obviously, on those new softs and the same tyre age as Sparhole, he should be flying through here. So surely, soon enough, he'll be on the back of a certain Izzat, and trying to make a move. Izzat obviously with all those penalties as well. Theoretically, he's already ahead, but on track he needs to get past to get closer to Jerome then. As the whole grid is very close at the moment, with Bosmont at the back at the moment just chilling and waiting maybe for a mistake from Let's Get Fiscal ahead. But out in front, gap is only 6 tenths between Scope and Donkey Dan, followed by Sparhole only 7 tenths behind then.
And Jerome on the back of Wesley once again down to the bus stop chicane. Moves towards the outside, picks up a bit of grass. Wesley defends in the middle of the track and parks the bus basically, and Jerome can't get past like that. DRS now enabled. Sparhole on the fastest lap of the race, 1:46.412. And this looks to be the race to win for Sparhole. He has the pace over the guys ahead.
He has the pace in the tyres, but does he have the grip at the end of the race? That's a big question
And
around here.
Izzat and Jerome Izzat backs out. We're going side by side up into Eau Rouge, so quite the daring to actually pull that through.
Anyway,
I don't think a move at the front will happen. Invisible looking to the back.
Here we go then. Invisible and Izzat down towards... Oh, Izzat brakes late though. And Invisible backs out of that one as soon as he possibly could there. It's flying through towards Rivage now. Out of the top, it just seems so close. The top three separated by 0.8 of a second then, with Sparholt at the back of this little train for the lead of the race. And wait, have any of them got penalties? I've completely forgot.
No, they don't. But Sparholt has the warning, so he has got to watch out.
He's vulnerable at the moment, but still, look at that. Donkey Dan having less grip out of pool and then down towards Lefanier. And at the moment, it's seeming like Donkey Dan's going to hold it, but soon enough, surely, Sparholt will be making it up into towards P2 then. Donkey Dan does get a good exit out of Savalo then, but he's starting to run a bit wide. So, the question is, will Sparholt try and make a daring move like he did on Black Mamba, or will he hold it in behind, maybe towards Lake Om?
Let's see, he closes up. I doubt he's close enough to the back of the Red Bull driver. Has a bit of a look, brakes later, but stays behind.
Yeah, he's just holding his EOS in mode 0 at the moment. Just holding it and waiting until the perfect moment. That perfect moment will most probably be the Kemmel Straight then towards Lake Com. I'm just having a look. Any other close battles? Izzat and Jerome then down towards turn number 1. They both go. And Izzat at the moment just holding him behind. But now, here we go then. Sparholt versus Donkey Dan versus Scope then. They rise up Eau Rouge and Radion towards the Kemmel Straight. Will anyone make a move? They all just look a tiny bit too far away from each other as they fly down as Bosmots gets a 3-second penalty then. And it seems like at the moment no real moves will happen, but Izzat is right on the back of Jerome. Jerome moves to the inside and Izzat seems to stay behind at the moment. And Jerome
Sparholt looks towards Rivage, doesn't go for it. Stockdam had a bit of an error on the exit of that chicane of Lacombe. Can't get past.
Looks like there's a bit of a trade now behind Jerome. Almost a 4-man if Lord Elephant can get involved. As Invisible really needs to make the use of his tyres while he still can. As Sparholt only a 10th behind now. Donkey Dan up towards Fanier. Down the inside he goes. He forces Donkey Dan a bit wide, but Dan somehow has the grip to hold on. There's yellow flags, and that is Bosmots, who's had a little bit of an incident once again out of P1. But look at the run that Sparholt has got on Donkey Dan then. There's only a 1/10 gap, and surely the Alpha driver will get past quite soon then, but he's got to make sure he's got that grip in the tyres. They're only 5 laps on. They'll get to 10 laps on by the end of this race then. Down towards the bus stop chicane. He's going to go down the inside there. He's going to the outside though for the second bit of the bus stop then towards the final corner, and Sparholt is ahead and up into the P2.
And this leaves Schofield quite vulnerable as he has no one between himself and Sparholt. This could be a fight towards the end. Let's see how Sparholt gets on with this.
Meanwhile, further down, further down
Jerome.
Izzat on the back of Jerome, and then just behind that we do have as well Invisible. Could this be a double overtaking opportunity? Maybe, as Jerome runs wide. Invisible has a great run actually on both of them, so this potentially could be a double if Izzat does close up to Jerome enough. And will anyone close up enough? Izzat's looking for it, but he's just a bit too far behind on this occasion to mount a move, and Invisible just stays in behind this time around. But meanwhile, Sparholt is closing up to Schofield lap by lap. There's only 4.5 laps to go, so he's got to make his move soon and make it count.
Yeah, definitely, but he seems to be gaining, and on the softs he'll have the grip advantage. Let's see how ERS is. They're quite similar. Of course, Scope having a lead these cars. No opportunity to save at all. So Sparholt will actually try it very soon, I reckon. Let's see. It's close to the back of the Swedes. Nordic battle, is it?
Yeah.
Denmark versus Sweden. But Sparholt onto the back of Schofielder. Is he gonna try something down towards the bus stop chicane very soon? He has the gaining speed, but he keeps it in ERS level 0. That's something
that almost tells that there won't be a move happening here. They'll possibly be down into Lake On then. and down they go into the bus stop. And you got to be a very keen man to get past Schofield without him realising. As gap now only 0.4 of a second. It all depends out of Sparholt's exit out of turn 1 then. And here we go. Who has a better exit? Scope does seem like he's got a better exit, but the slipstream will just benefit Sparholt here with the better grip on his tyre. So surely, as the clouds go a bit more grey, yeah, surely this should be a move for Sparholt. Maybe even just before. Well, it will be way before Lecombe actually. And look at that already past Sparholt takes the lead in this race with only 3 laps to go. Will Scope be able to hold on? Will Sparholt's tyres get old? This is the pit stop. This is the start of the pit stop window for the soft tyres to come in. So surely Sparholt's tyres must be getting a bit old.
They must be getting a little bit worn, but I think they'll hold on. But it won't be as fast anymore, so maybe Schofield can hold on to the back of the Alpha driver. Let's see how that works out in the coming laps. As Jerome has now really got a bit of a train behind him. Is that invisible right on the back of him?
Looking like at the moment Izzat may have a run on Jerome in the next few corners, but he holds it in that EOS mode 0. So does Jerome ahead. Meanwhile, Invisible being a bit edgy and putting it in mode 1. He doesn't want to be like the rest of everyone. So through the next few corners they all go then. Invisible only 2 tenths behind now. Izzat next up on the road. Soft versus mediums. Set the same amount of track life on them, but obviously the less amount of grip of an Invisible tyres most probably by now down towards the bottom, and Izzat goes much deeper, and Sparholt now replies with the fast lap of the race.
Yeah, of course, with that DRS on the overtake on Schofield, that really will help. Schofield is still winning DRS, so he's not completely out of it.
Yeah, obviously he's going to get a massive run up Lecombe and be within 2-3 tenths when he gets down the Kemmel straight to the end of it. Only 6 tenths at the moment, so let's have a look how much this closes then. It's 5 tenths, already 4 tenths as we come down towards Lecombe then, and he's not going away, is he?
Look in. Invisible onto the back of Izzat. Goes towards the inside, but we know Izzat can be very late on the brakes, and he is there once again.
Surely that's just ABS OP.
I mean, kinda, yeah. I'm pretty sure Invisible
Oh
doesn't
no, never mind.
that.
No, he's got ABS off. I cannot say absolutely anything. He's got that ABS off and he's just riding. He's trail braking most probably. But anyway, meanwhile, up at the top we do have that Schofield battle, and he does look like Sparholt is getting away, and it's almost a second now. This could be crucial for the racing. It's 8 tenths, 9 tenths almost now. 9 tenths as we exit the exit Stavelot then, and towards Blanchimont on the bus stop we go. Who's going to play with their EOS more? Will Sparholt go for it? As yeah, look at that. That gap's just increasing ever so slightly, but they're both out of VOS. They're both out of VOS. So meanwhile, actually, Wesley is closing up to Black Mamba with a few laps to go then. It's all going to get very spicy very late in this race then, with a lot of battles happening right at the cost of everything. So, towards turn number 1 then.
He has a run. But it's fine, he has an Erasmus 0.
And here we go then. Down towards Eau Rouge and Radion we all go. And Izzat seems to be close enough to probably mount a move on the Alpha driver ahead. Jerome's got no points, so he'll just hope for anything out of this. The more points the better, but surely he will just give up this, and Lord is out of the race with 2 laps to go. And that is a Kevin Magnussen kind of moment there. As I don't think there's any VSC. It's down towards Lecombe they go. Jerome somehow holds ahead there. And bye-bye Izzat, says Jerome, as he needs to just fly forward into the last 2 laps of this race. And gap at the front, 9 tenths of a second. That gap is holding now, so these guys very close on tyre wear. So he's only got 1 lap to prove something to us all then. Schofielder, it's over a second now, so surely as Donkey Dan picks up a 3-second penalty, Black Mamba will be able to get in P3 there. Schofielder surely lose this race out to Sparholt with that little safety car call with a few laps to go.
It does look like that. They both just need to stay clean on penalties, and they're basically guaranteed for P2 and P1. Schofield will perhaps try a last minute push, but I don't think he has the ERS for it, honestly.
Neither
He's
than
on 15%, so...
So Sparholt's tyres are 10 laps old basically now, and they're going to have less grip. Schofield's are in their prime right now. Look how much he closed out of the bus stop. It was ridiculous there. So he's got close 310, so surely he's just going to have to push, and it's going to be a bus stop chicane move if anything's going to happen here. Sparholt saving all his EOS. He's going to go for it, is Schofielder. It's 610, so it's quite a big gap, and Sparholt will be using all of his EOS. Not much left though, as he rises through, and surely Schofielder. Oh, here we go. It's going to be actually very close. 0.4 of a second then down towards Lake On. Wesley gets a 3-second penalty. And it's going to be so close into Lake On. And Schofielder.
Wesley getting past Black Mama there.
But he does. He's just attained a 3-second time penalty though. As meanwhile, is that around the outside? Jerome one last time. This could be. And Jerome says no to that one. He says, nah, mate, I'm not. You're just staying in behind for now. As we come around the no-name corner for the last time. Now towards P1. Will there be any kind of move from Schofield? Surely he's going to get a bit closer. If he's going to mount any move into the bus stop, it's got to be within 310 surely to do anything, because the slip isn't that powerful. Down towards Lafanier. Surely this is Scope's win to lose here. Down towards Stavon, they both go. Gonna have to have a look at that. Is that battle as well as they rise up the gears now towards Blanchimont. Surely, with only 2 corners to go now, basically, it's surely a Sparholt win. It's 8/10 to gap. Schofield wouldn't try anything that far back. So down into the final few corners we go. Keep an eye on Izzat as well, but Sparholt, little bit of a very strategical call here, but now he crosses the line. The QVR driver does take the win. Izzat, will he be able to do anything? And Wesley obviously getting up 5-second unserved penalty up to the line. Izzat's just going to be behind Jerome there. But
Vissel jumps up to P5 on penalties.
Oh wow, gee.
Black Mama just holding on to the P3. I think he just had a 3-second gap there. Let's get Fiscal. Has managed to get into the points by basically keeping it into the race and keeping it out on track.
What did we say? If he keeps it clean, he'll most probably get points. And what has he done?
Well, keeping it clean.
I've got points.
Well done.
Shout out to Jerome as well. First points of the season for him. He'll be happy about that one. P7, that's a healthy 6 points. So, getting his championship started at round 10. But anyway, his teammate, meanwhile, getting that race. And I have a feeling one more lap and that was Schofield to win there. But Sparholt, strategy call in the final stint of things. Going back onto the soft tyres then. Takes the win. It's a Nordic 1-2. Not Nordic, sorry. Scandinavian 1-2. Nordic on the top step. Second being Schofielder. And third on the podium will be Black Mamba. GG to everyone. And obviously it was a race of attrition here today. Sparholt takes the win, followed by Schofielder, only 5/10 in it. Then Black Mamba in behind in P3. P4 goes to Donkey Dam. P5 is Invisibles after receiving no penalties, and the guys behind him getting 8 seconds, 6 seconds and 6 seconds. Let's Get Fiscal takes P9, and 10th is Bosmots, with the rest all being victims to walls or little incidents in the whole of it. But one main thing, Wesley second in the championship, only getting P6, not really damaging QVR Chill's championship that much, but Sparholt in the meanwhile will be closing up to, I guess, within about 10 points.
Yeah, I think he'll be actually quite close. So I think Sparholt was on about 87 points if I was correct, so there will be actually 2 points gap between Chill and Sparholt in that case. And Schofield are not too far off either. That's the top 3 are now.
No, they're not.
Nah, Sparhold.
Just lash him a quick message.
Yeah, I will do.
But meanwhile, I just want to mention that race of attrition, obviously penalties being a massive thing, and just seeing if Sparholt does want an interview, and doesn't look like he hasn't replied. So I think we should just, for now, unless he does join, head to P2 then. Once again, Schofielder. Little bit of strategy masterclass there by Sparholt, but obviously you were too keen to keep to your mediums, and obviously they were only a few laps old after you did have quite a late pit. So how do you feel about the result of that race?
Well, obviously wanted the win there. It got pretty close in the end, but you know it's hard to fight off those softs. So. Yeah, a bit disappointed, but you know Sparholt is so quick, so there's nothing really I can say about it. It was deserved win.
Yeah, another 18 points to add to your championship. It's all looking very close at the top now with Chill not getting any points. Williams though seem to be leading the championship by quite a lot. Do you still fancy yourself as maybe a late title charger?
Yeah, you know I think it got to that point that it's actually realistic now to actually think about being in contention for the title. So, but I think Sparholt is there, and then there's obviously Shill. I think he's still in the lead. Two super strong drivers, so it will be a fight, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, Wesley's in that battle as well, only 20 points behind. So maybe, I'm not sure. So you on what 87? I'm not too sure if this happened. You can just have a quick look at where Schofielder will be at the end of this race compared to everyone.
Yeah,
surely
Schofielder will 11 points behind Chill in that case, so the top 3 are looking really close. Wesley not too far off either, on 114 points behind, so it looked to be a 4-way fight for the title, so it's gonna be exciting.
Can you hear me? Oh yeah. Sorry, my
microphone cut out. Sorry about that. But hopefully we're back in now. Sorry, my controller disconnected and just killed my mic as well. But yeah, Schofield it's going to be a very close championship now, and I don't see why you can't put yourself in a very fighting chance of winning. It's a 4-way battle at the moment. 4 people separated by what? 14 points. It's something ridiculously close like that. So surely, it's just gonna be close, isn't it? So well done on those 18 points. You can't really fault yourself about that. Anything else to add?
No, not really.
Fair play to you then. Obviously picking up that P2. Sadly you didn't get P1, but you can't fault your efforts today. You had a good strategy, but Sparholt just getting a bit lucky with the safety car, but in the end, I think he was probably the deserved winner on strategy. But well done on that P2. And now on to P3. People were rooting for you, aka Nicker and Broomer in the chat, man, for that P3, for P1 actually. But you got P3. You can't really be bad about that. But obviously, coming from a bit of the blue there, as the safety car and other stuff did help you. How was that race for you?
Yeah, the race was great for me. Didn't expect that I was top 3 at the end, so I'm very happy with that. And yeah, race was quite good. As I said, I tried to keep the pace with Donkey Dan, and yeah, at the end, P3, it's good.
Well, yeah, it was just a consistent race, and obviously around here with the battle of attrition really, as only 10 finished. Consistency was key, obviously up from P7 to P3 within the first few laps, really. Obviously, with other people heading into the pits early, surely within those first few laps, you were thinking, yeah, I could actually potentially be on that podium.
I didn't expect that, but I knew that Wesley had a 8 or a 10-second penalty, and when I asked Jeff about Donkey Dan, he has no penalties, so I was really surprised at the end that it was P3. And yeah, looking forward to next week.
Well, yeah, obviously. Wait, where is it? Where even is it next week? I've completely forgot.
It's in Monza.
Oh, Monza, perfect. What do you think about Monza? Is it a track that you're good at?
Same as Spa, I think. So yeah, we'll see.
Fair play. So, Verstappen, anything to add?
Not much else, and just well done on that podium. Clean driving gets you there. So yeah, good job.
Thanks.
Yeah. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Verstappen obviously leaving at the end of this commentary. Obviously going to do some GT Sport stuff instead. But anything you want to say, just in general?
Well, thanks to everyone who has watched throughout this season and before as well. Really enjoyed commentating, some alone and some with you. So yeah, thank you all for that, and thanks for watching always.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be back, and you know where you need to go, and you'll still be with me in C1 on Tuesday. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I've been Spag and Verstappen for the last time. Goodbye.